In this video now we're going to show you how to put everything together. So we're going to show you how to put together the background motion loops, the audio, and show you how to actually incorporate some pictures as well to create a really stunning and attractive video. So what you need to have open is your Windows Live Movie Maker software, which again is absolutely free. And just as a refresher, which we covered in the last video, you can go out to Google and go to Windows Live Movie Maker to ensure you've downloaded a copy of this great software program. Next thing you want to do is make sure you've downloaded some pictures. And so in this step, you can go to Stock Exchange and, let's just do like pictures of basketball. Let's just say that's a good example. And again, the first results are always iStock photo images. So you want to come down here and look for, better images that you could actually use. So let's just click here and right click on it. And right here, this is a good example to show you guys, is on some of these stock exchange sites, there's, pictures where you have to ask for permission to use them. So that's why it's important to, obviously keep your options open and look for some other ones. So here's a nice little image of an illustrated version of somebody playing basketball. Right click and save picture as. And we'll just save this into our sample pictures file, where we've got a lot of other images incorporated. So just look for images related to, what your video is about. So we could do sports, you could do children, you could do all sorts of topics here, to kind of incorporate the images that you want. So again, you just click on it and it should open right up. Like in this example, it's opening up here. So you just hit File, and once the picture is done showing, you can right click, Save Picture As, and we'll just save it to our sample pictures file. And we'll just call this Sports 1. So again, just wanted to briefly review that step for you. Next thing is I'm over here on dig.ccmixter.org. So dig.ccmixter.org. And what I've done here is inside Dig here, the Dig CC Mixter, you can actually search for a genre of music that you like. So I happened to search in happy because I wanted a happy, upbeat type song to use to create this video. And the other important step I chose is, instead of choosing all licenses, I chose free for commercial use, because your goal of using these videos is to make money with. So you want to make sure you're searching for free commercial use. And after that, just click on Dig and you'll come across some music that you can actually use. So this first one here, called Test Drive, looks like a pretty good one. So you can click on play and it will actually play in the background here. You'll hear it. In fact, I just heard it in my speakers. When you're ready to download it, just click on that arrow here and right click and choose Download. So right click and choose Save Target As. So right click and Save Target As. And that will actually go ahead and download that file to your computer. Now the final step is you'll want to make sure you've gone to ignitemotion.com and make sure you've also started downloading your background loops. Like here's an example on Ignite Motion. You can come on in here, and if you like the motion background loop, just right click and download the MOV file. And what's great about this is that Windows Live Movie Maker now seems to work with MOV files quite well, as I'll show you. So that's just an overview of what we covered in the previous videos. Of course, went in more depth, showed you more sites to get more stuff from. But again, at this phase, you should have Windows Live Movie Maker. You should have your stock photos downloaded. You should have downloaded some, audio loops or music tracks from dig.mixter, and you should have at least one or two motion background loops so that you can start playing around and creating some powerful videos. So let's open up the Windows Live Movie Maker software. You do it from your All Programs tab, and you would just go to Windows Live and then just click on that to fire it up. So I already have it opened up here. So what I'm going to do now is show you the first step of the process. So we all should have at this point the motion background loop downloaded. So I'm just going to click Add Videos and Add Photos. So I've just selected right up here, Add Video and Add Photos. So I'm just going to double click on this, and I'm going to choose Christmas Snow here, and I'm going to select Open. And you notice it'll open the background loop right here. So right now, as it opens the background loop, there's no music going on, so it could be considered kind of boring by some. So we want to spice this up and add some music to it to really make this video attractive and really make it stand out. But we want to make a video that's about a minute long. This motion loop is only 20 seconds. So what we want to do here, go to Add Video again, and we want to just add that one more time here. And again, we'll add it a third time, basically till we get the desired length that we're looking for. So there we go. We've got a minute-long video now of just, this background loop playing. So the next thing you would do is find a music track that fits your needs, and right up here select Add Music. So you see how this is going to get very simple for you after you've gone through the steps and actually downloaded everything. Downloaded the music, downloaded the background loops and all that. So we're going to use this test drive song just because it sounds really neat. It's really slick. And we'll just click on play here. And as you play on that, you'll be hearing the music. Right now the music's playing as I record this. So basically you can move it over so it'll start right at the beginning. So as soon as this video starts, the music starts. So now at this point we've added our motion background loop in just a few moments here. This literally did not take very long. We added in our music that we downloaded, and the next thing we want to do is add in some text because that's what we're doing here with this. So we want to come in here and select captions. We want to come in here and select caption. So let's just go in here and insert a caption right here. So notice right here, it's going to ask me to enter text. Now what's cool about the caption feature is you're not stuck on having your caption down at the bottom. In fact, you can put your caption right up here in the center of the video so it really stands out. You can change the size of your font so it really sticks out. So we'll go with like a size 28 font. We'll make that a bold font. And we're going to come right over here and start working with this. So I'm going to come in here and put in my text here. So we will go with, we'll just call this, let's just say, discover how to make money online today. Or whatever you want to put in there related to your video. This is just in examples. Keep that in mind. And again, if the font doesn't work for you, you can play around with it and kind of make it, maybe make it size 36 font to see if that works. Move it up. You can stretch it out just so it kind of fits in there better. And then once you get it to size, just kind of leave it there. Now, what's cool about this is you can right click on the text right here because we want the text to kind of stay uniform throughout. And I want to right click here and I want to paste in another version of this text. So I want to copy this and we want to come right in here and we want to paste this in here. So we just want to come in here, right click on our text here that we want to work with. So we'll copy it, right click, copy it, and choose somewhere along the video where we want to insert that. And there it will show up there with the right formatting that we want. Now, of course, we'll want to go in here and edit things, and we'll kind of want to push these two together. Now, if there's something in there you don't want, like we don't want that one, we can just right click and delete it. So I'm just going to move my text in here so that we have, different text here. So let's just open this up now and say, this system will shock you. Just creating a video. Obviously I need to, I could put more thought into the content I'm putting here, but I'm just trying to show you guys an example. Now this would fit with any niche market. You could even include content that you've got from articles that you've written. You could include content here about different things you've got going on just to really, kind of spice it up. All right, so let's come in here again, right click. And we'll come back over here and we're going to copy this and we'll again put our mouse right over here. Right click and paste that on in there. And then what we're going to do here is edit this text again. Proven system. Okay, so now that we've got some captions in here, what you want to do is come over here at the top. It's going to say text tools and it'll say format, and you'll want to do some things in here to actually check how the actually make your text come in kind of a cool little format. So you can just click on that, and then we'll come in here and we can choose another one. I'll highlight that, we'll choose that one, and we'll come in here and we'll just grab this one. So now we're just going to start over at the beginning, just scroll that back and we'll hit play now. And you'll see how this is going to kind of loop together. So again, you could keep going on here and just, copying in this, coming over here on the timeline and right clicking and pasting it in there. And like in this one, for example, let's put a website here, www.yourwebsite.com. You could use this video to encourage people to opt into your list. There's all sorts of varieties of options here that you could do with this video. Now let's come here and we could stretch that one out a little bit more. And you could fix the size of that one, for example, just so like your whole website would show up. Like yourwebsite.com, there it is. That way it fully shows up. And then we can come in here and play that just to see how it looks. And then we could add in, like a closing slide. Copy, and we'll come in here and choose a spot to put it on the timeline. Right click and choose paste. And then we're just going to open that up by double clicking and we'll say see you on the inside. This would be a great little promotional video, to get people to opt into your squeeze page or to use as YouTube to kind of just generate some buzz for what you have going on. This would be a great usage of that. So let's just drag the pointer back here. We'll end with the website. That'll transition off. And now we've got that see you on the inside. So there you have it. That's basically combining an audio with some text elements along with your motion background loop. And so you can see how cool that was to work with. And I'm sure you're probably having a good time now because this is really fun, to actually go out there and do stuff like this, to actually make, cool little elements. Now, like this part here, I decided we're not going to use it. So we could just right click on this and choose remove on that element, and we can just keep this part up here at the top, for example. But you want to be careful because right there when I did that I actually trimmed off the audio. So let's just go back here to add music and we'll add that back in. There it is. Now the music is back on. And we can go in here and kind of move the audio around, and you can kind of stretch it, play with it, kind of make it fit more of what you want. Now at the end of this video we want to add in some pictures. So let's say maybe we want to add a picture of our website, for example. So let me just come here to pictures and we'll click on sample pictures, and let's just maybe add some fireworks because that's what we're all about here. And so we've got some fireworks. Let's space this out a little bit better. Maybe space that there. And then we'll transition into some fireworks here. So we'll come over here to video tools or animations, and we will just kind of make this scroll right in there. So let's go back here and start this video over and just start it from the top. Your video should look something similar when it's done. And this is just using a free software program. So it'll be just a moment and we'll show you how the image element worked out. So now what you could do is add more images if you really wanted to. You could add more effects. But now we just combined a really cool background loop. We combined text with it. We combined a picture into this whole entire element, and we put in at the top, our audio is going on there now. So now that we've kind of put this whole thing together, it's now time to actually make this video so you could actually start using it and uploading it. So what you're going to do is come right over here on the top left corner of Movie Maker, and you will select Save Movie, and you'll choose the format you want to use. You could use high definition 1080p, high definition 720p, which works perfect on most sites, and it'll actually kind of tell you how big your file would turn out to be. Like if we did 1080p, it would come out to be about 8 megabytes, so not a big file at all. So let's just go with 720p since that'll work on most sites, and let's just call this test movie 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just go to File Save. We want to save it as a Windows Media video, because that way you can upload it to video sites and you can integrate it into other applications. You can put it on YouTube. That way you can embed it on your sites. That's probably the best way to go about it as far as getting this video online. So let's just save that video. And as it goes through the process of saving it, you will see it display here. So in just a moment, this rendering will be complete and your video will be completely finished. And I'm sure by now you actually had a good time doing that, because that's kind of fun to put together really cool, clean looking videos like this. And we'll go over some more advanced strategies in one of the upcoming videos so you can fully understand how to make this work for you. Once the video is done rendering, it's just going to open up in a Windows, Windows player, so you can look at it on your computer, or it'll open up, on your Mac, because Macs do play WMVs as well. So, especially if you're using Parallels, which I highly recommend, because you want to get the full effect of Windows Live Movie Maker. So we'll go on to our next video now that this is rendering. So again, when you're finished, you just go to File, Save As, and we'll actually do a few more things, show you some more tricks inside of Movie Maker so you can create some powerful videos with very minimal effort.